Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content. I hope everybody is having a great day nonetheless. But today we're going to be talking about a lot of things in regards to Ripple XRP, and I do plan on uploading pretty much another video today, but that is going to be on HBAR, as I do get pretty much a lot of requests actually regarding HBAR and pretty much where I see it going. Guys, trust me, HBAR is looking very bullish as well. But with that being said, let's jump into this XRP news. So we do see here, in the meantime, in the United States, the SEC Gov demands to read all Slack messages from Ripple employees, while Gary Gensler asks Congress for additional authority to protect the legacy banking industry. Yeah, I don't think we should worry about China's lead in crypto. And this goes hand in hand with this breaking news. 35 Chinese banks have embedded China's digital currency in their digital yuan wallets in their mobile apps and are offering to customers. We are getting very close. Guys, isn't it funny that, and you know what? Shout out to Jeffrey down here, because he actually says it right here. So China is first in CBDC, using it in closed environment, cracking down on crypto/mining fans, turning their USD into assets, tapering USD holdings, buying gold. The strategy of asset building and local money control can only mean one thing: crash the USD is inevitable. And you know what's funny? The crash of the US dollar is inevitable. I think that's going to be happening very soon as well. And you know, I was pretty much getting to that subject because guess what? Hyperinflation is happening. You know, a stock market crash is going to be happening. Housing market crash is going to happen. Guys, it's only a matter of time. Hyperinflation cannot continue the way it is. And going back to this whole, you know, digital currency sort of thing, you know, it makes sense. And a dollar crash is very bullish for crypto. I think crypto is 100% the future. You know, it's hard for me to even sell into cash, just to rebuy, you know, the bear market dip. But for me personally, I look forward to the future of digitization, tokenization as well. And we are losing the race in this overall technological advancement in financial systems and services. And I do think that's only a matter of time before we run out of time. So with that being said, let's jump in to some other juicy news. So another tweet from Johnny Deaton, actually. We do see here, it isn't Bitcoin that scares the banks and the Federal Reserve. The banks will make money off of Bitcoin. DeFi all day, every day is what scares them, and 100% I do agree with this. Decentralized finance is where they lose their control. That is why DeFi was the major concern, even included in that bill, pretty much going back, you know, about a month now. In my opinion, banks are really trying just to control cryptocurrency for what it is. They want control over this market because they want their hand in the pie at all times. And I do think that it's the idea of, you know, they don't want decentralization. They don't want to lose any sort of control that they have. I think that that's why they want to keep the old banking structure, you know, intact. Because guess what? Your money's in a bank. It's pretty much like having, you know, holding your crypto on an exchange, right? It's not your crypto. They own it pretty much. And, you know, I think that's exactly why crypto is the thing that scares them the most. The whole idea of DeFi tokens. You know, XRP itself is a massive DeFi token, realistically speaking. So with Bitcoin, that's why Bitcoin got adopted so quickly. That is why Bitcoin's, you know, you could pretty much go to an ATM and buy Bitcoin. Like, there's actual like stands in my local grocery stores where I could buy Bitcoin. Like, that is absolutely ridiculous to me. You're buying the most overvalued and the most you know, ancient technology in crypto, when you could be buying XRP, you could be buying HBAR, you could be buying ALBT, QNT, all these massive financial giant assets, and they're trying to sell you on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a pipe dream, in my opinion. I think that at some point in time, Bitcoin will most likely be replaced as the #1 seed for crypto, and it will most likely be replaced by utility. We also see here, you know, searches for Bitcoin, actually talking about it, on Google are at a 9-month low. There's no hype, and we're almost at 50K. So I just want to say this, this is extremely bullish, guys. I cannot tell you exactly how bullish this is. So realistically speaking, this goes back to when we hit that all-time high at 65K, right? And we are at 50K right now with zero hype. So just imagine what's going to be happening next when retail investors find out that Bitcoin is at 50K. It just passed its all-time high, basically. Like once we get over 65K and it's flowing throughout the news on CNBC and all this stuff, right? Retail investors are going to FOMO into altcoins, FOMO into Bitcoin, FOMO into this market like no tomorrow. That is where the true fire begins. That is the spark that will light up crypto. I'm telling you guys, we are so early. This Bitcoin move is nothing compared to what is going to be happening. But we also see here, what do you think Ripple discussed with all these central banks they've worked with for years? The weather, and we all see here all the money, right? An $11,360 XRP. I've actually discussed this quite a bit when we talk about getting to that 10 to 40K mark. I know that 40K mark is pretty crazy to even fathom, but when we talk about this, right? So we base the money off of pretty much all of the things that you see on the left side of the screen: derivatives, commodities, bonds, government bonds, banknotes, base money, and all that stuff, right? So realistically speaking, I've talked about the commodities, I've talked about the derivatives, I've talked about all of the money before, prior to even talking about this right now. But I've talked about Swift. I've talked about how SMEs are doing $15 trillion a day, or $15 trillion a year. I mean, we've also talked about B2B payments, how huge that is, P2P as well. Like Ripple has their hands in pretty much every single pot, especially when we talk about how many banks they're already partnered with, financial institutions they're already partnered with. It is absolutely insane when you actually open up the doors and realize the true value that lies behind XRP. A lot of people overlook it. A lot of people will think that it's nothing, but realistically speaking, this is where all the money is. That on-demand liquidity use case is something that no other asset in the space has. I understand that Stellar has something similar, but it's not true ODL. ODL is going to take the world by storm once it is actually being utilized, and it's going to transform the entire financial system, the entire financial, world so quickly once it is fully adopted. We also see here, did you miss this? Coinbase went live in Japan after a partnership with banking giant Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group. Isn't this crazy, guys? What do you think happens next? We already know that XRP is widely adopted over in Japan. So would XRP not be the #1 choice for Japan to actually trade, considering their banks are already kind of utilizing it already with ODL? I think that it would be cool to see XRP be relisted on Coinbase at some point in time very soon. We already have confirmation that it was never illegal for them to actually sell XRP. We got confirmation on that like about 6 months ago now. But for me, realistically, I don't even care about Coinbase at this point. I just think that this is great for overall value to flow through the market even more. More and more adoptions happening with crypto exchanges and crypto overall, and I do think that this is only the start of what's to come. Now, when we also talk about this, we also see XRP Fractal update. We also see where we are at and where we are going. And when we talk about this, we are going over that $1.80. We're going to target that $2 plus, and I do think that $3.84, which is our current all-time high, is on the horizon. I think that we are going to break above massive fractal updates, and we are going to take this crypto market by storm very soon. We also see a similar chart from Rob XRP over here, right? We do see we're currently here, and look at how similar this is to what we are doing, right? I mean, I understand that this, like what we did back in November, wasn't a massive significant run, but this actually led us to 80 cents in November. And if we compare it to what we're doing right now, I mean, it looks eerily similar to what we are doing. If this actually plays out, though, we could see a $3 XRP by the end of the month or by the beginning of September. And I said, I'm looking at double digits for XRP this bull run. No doubt about it. We also see over here, do you realize that XRP is only ×3 away from its all-time high? We are very, very close, guys. We are very close. We don't have to move that much. Once we get to that all-time high, it's price discovery time. And at price discovery time, we will be at $10 quicker than people actually think. We also see over here, XRP at $100 by the end of 2021. I mean, obviously this TA isn't, too crazy to me. I don't think that $100 is in store for us. I think a lot of things need to align for us to actually get to $100. I'm more so betting on 20 to 30 or around that $15 to $25 mark in my overall idea. So do with that what you will. We also see here XRP Fundamental Analysis. Will XRP Ripple hit $1,000 in the long term? Now, this goes hand in hand with the whole idea of the volume capitalization, market capitalization, standard deviation of 11.5% of overall as well. They're also talking about Dogecoin, Uniswap, Polygon, and stuff like that. Now, they're also talking about, pretty much hopium of XRP hitting 10K, hitting $20 to $40, $1,000, 300 to 350, and so forth. And honestly, I think, like, we're seeing, a lot of people saying that's not something as staunch as a Bitcoiner would a pro. Along these lines, I believe XRP will only exist as long as banks exist. You pretty well know that Bitcoiner thinks of banks in the next 10 to 20 years. Definitely decentralized finance could take over, and XRP would lose its place in the fintech spectrum, and I don't think so, right? I think XRP and Ripple are going to be around for a very long time, even during the DeFi stage. But even when we talk about XRP and Ripple, I think that we could easily get to $1,000 long term. I've talked about how we do get there, especially including the ODL service, how much money we will unlock, how much money we will move. We talk about SMEs, B2B, like I said, P2B as well. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of money that, not a lot of people think about. They only think about realistically like the amount of money in the US, or like, certain aspects like, oh, well, Swift is doing, $5 trillion a day. So that's pretty much all, it's like only 1.2 something quadrillion dollars. But realistically, there's a lot more money out there than what a lot of people actually realize. So with that being said, I do think that we could see $1,000 by 2030. In my opinion, might even happen sooner than that. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.